let me dive into a few of these other smaller companies, just so you can kind of see their homepage and what they're about. There's a company literally called DroneLightShowCompany.com. Pretty straightforward. Schedule a phone meeting right now. You know, welcome to the Drone Show Light Company. They've got some examples, blah, 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 costs, prices, and I'm going to get more into price later, but theirs is $18,000 for 100 drones. I'm going to get more into different companies here at the end. Basically, one of the small companies. Pretty neat. You can email them for information, videos here, put the link in the description. Next one, Geronisos. Now, this company is actually from France in Europe, but they have a USA branch in Orlando. If you can see, their drones are smaller, and they're a very neat looking company. Like they say here, they're new, cutting edge. Just another small company that's into the drone light shows. You can book shows, look at some of their information there. Verity Studios, different drone light company. This one's interesting. There they did a TED show talk, or TED Talk show, and look at these guys. I mean, they're entrepreneurs, engineers. These guys look like they're programming, designing hard. Proud of their track record. And so this company focuses on indoor drone light shows. And they've flown in more than 20 countries, they say here, and they've toured with a lot of the big concerts. They'll open with Metallica, Celine Dion, and my homeboy Drake. Oops, I totally just punched the mic there. Meant to go. My homeboy Drake. But really neat how they are so confident in their abilities that they literally fly over top of people like that. I mean, you can scroll right and left here and see a little bit as you go. Like, look at them in the mall there, just flying around the mall, everyone watching around. I mean, that takes confidence. You know, one of those drones goes down and hits someone in the face, those props aren't guarded or anything. That's going to hurt. That's, I don't know, a lawsuit or them in a lot of trouble, basically, and their business ruined. So pretty impressive how confident they are in the programming and the safeties and everything. I mean, the technology has come so far. I mean, I really like some of these videos, these indoor ones. It's pretty neat. So Verity Studios is a cool one to check out for the indoors. I kind of flew through those last two just to get to it. Another one here, Firefly drone shows. It looks like they're doing a lot of advertisement type stuff. They got here the Acura, 2021 Acura TLX reveal. They're in a commercial for that. Here's a commercial you can look at. It's pretty neat. Then they've done a lot of the music shows. Look at that. What was the name of that? The Electric Forest. You can see them over top there. There's a lot of, you know, cool shots of their drone light shows. And theirs are more basic too. Not as many drones. Maybe 100 drones. But still, there's a Ford Motor Company commercial thing there, video there, Star Wars. Also just really neat. So we've looked at a few of these drone companies. Let's get into getting a better idea of some of the cost. So the explosive cost of big fireworks displays. This article by Fox Business. So just to see first, what are you looking at for a cost of a pretty crazy fireworks show? Depending on how elaborate you get with the music and the computer coordination with how how the fireworks go out, you can look at more than $20,000 for a full show. For the smaller show, like in a small little hometown, you know, Happy Canada Day, boom, 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 maybe $2,000 to $7,000. You know, nothing crazy. Still, that's expensive. I mean, if you think about it, you're blowing, you know, 1,000 to 2,000 a minute, just up into the air, money blowing away. But for the amount of people that come out, it can be a really beautiful and really cool thing. It's something really fun to do with your family. Obviously, you go out there, you lay the blanket out, and you wait for the fireworks to go off. You know, it can be a really awesome event. And I'm reminiscing right now. But anyways, you're looking at pretty expensive for fireworks as well, for a full-blown show. So how do drone light shows compare? Let's take a quick peek here. Most of these companies, the majority of them, if you want to get an idea on cost, you have to email them to get a quote. You know, they don't really want to advertise their price because they're newer companies. They want to know, you know, what you have to offer, or what they're getting into, where you're located, things like this. So I don't know. So the highly professional companies, the ones with the top dollar engineers and designers with tons of drones, you know, that's getting to your more expensive tier. Intel, when you go for a 200 drone plus show, you're looking at a starting cost of around $99,000. So, ouch, that's pretty expensive. So, you know, they're the top of the line. You know, they're like the Apple of phones for drone light shows. So, they're fully established and everything. Now, Geronisos, one of those other small companies we looked at. Here, let's see, let's pull them up. This company here, the one that has the one branch in Orlando, coming from France, their shows start from 10,000 euros for indoor, and their outdoor ones start from 75,000 euros. You can look up an exchange, you know, let's see, 10,000 euros to USD. Right now, that's 11,839 US dollars for the indoor show. So, if you got an indoor venue, you're already looking at, you know, something doable. Say if you've got a very high dollar crowd in there, you know, that's something that, you know, you could maybe swing. Now, the Drone Light Show company, I like them because they're pretty transparent. I flew by it earlier with their costs. You can take a look here. So 100 drones, total cost is $18,400. Includes 2 custom formations that you may choose. So a lot of these times, it costs more for a custom formation than one of their pre-programmed formations. They've already got the program together. You know, I can do a star. Easy. That's in the program. 200 drones cost $26,100. Includes 2 custom. 300, $35,000. 400, $43,200. 500 drones cost $50,800. So 500 drones, you're looking at 50 grand. That's, you know, you're getting up there. That's getting pretty pricey. Now, I mean, what kind of drives these costs? The factors that kind of drive these costs most of the time when you're getting these quotes is the number of drones is the big one, and the type of drones that you need for your show. The type of events, if they're flying over people like that, you know, it may be more expensive because you have to have a lot more safeties put in. If it's in closed space, things like that. The custom formations, what shapes, what messages you need to write, how complicated is it, how hard will it be them to design. Big one is how long is your show? Is your show 5 minutes long? Is your show 2 minutes long? Is your show during the nighttime or is it during the daytime? Is it indoors? Is it outdoors? You know, I already mentioned that. Additional features, other lighting effects, music, if you're doing any smoke. And like I said, this one mentions here, you know, custom formations. The more custom formations, the more kind of cost you put in. So the main thing is if you're seriously looking into this, I would highly suggest looking through all these companies here, emailing them all exactly what you're looking for, kind of comparing the quotes of what you're looking at, and going from there. But I have no doubt that the cost of these drone light shows is going to come down. When you're looking at, you know, maybe 5 to 10 companies in total in the US that can kind of give you a drone light show, I mean, they don't have much competition, so they're all kind of have their prices pretty jacked. But the time more companies come in, flooding in and, you know, pushing lower prices, the more that comes in, you know, supply, demand, kind of business basics, you're going to eventually see that cost come down. Technology and processes are going to improve. It'll be way faster and easier to program the show, and that'll all drive the cost down. So I have no doubt that in a few years down the road, these costs will all come down. If you're looking at something in the future that you've thought about drone light shows and this is kind of blowing your head out, out of the water and not being able to do it, well, maybe just hold off a little bit, and these costs could come down, and you might be able to get one in there. But I think they're really badass. I think they're really cool. I'm gonna do a video soon at some point, flying around with the light on my drone, kind of see what I can do, even just with one drone. I'll put the link down there if I ever do that, or up here somewhere or something. But thanks for watching. I really hope I provide some value to you, and if I did, please, if this was interesting or if you got anything out of it, please like and please subscribe. Talk to you later.